So I'll just start on my introduction one more time. So about me, I've been into web development for the last 7 years. So I started my career as a .NET web developer. Then after that, I moved into fully into JavaScript. So I worked on JavaScript frameworks like EXT.js, then Backbone.js, Node.js. So for the last 2 years, I am working in AngularJS. Right now, I'm working as a technical lead in an AngularJS project in a company, and also I'm doing the trainings. So that is about me. And regarding this project, actually, this course. So what we are doing is this course will be completely a hands-on course. It's not like we'll be going through PPTs and all. So PPTs actually the contents will be very less, just to give you an overall idea, and also for giving you the contents after the class so that you can refer something, right? Other than that, there will not be any PPT wise, or there is no any so mostly what we are going to do is we will be creating a project together. So we'll be working on a complete project. So from that we'll be starting like one by one component. So before starting to the AngularJS complete application, so what we will be basically initially what we will be doing is you all will be having some idea on JavaScript or jQuery. So you all might be coming from a background where you know little bit JavaScript or jQuery, right? So from that, so I'll be showing you why jQuery or just using just normal JavaScript is not sufficient for the current scenarios when you're creating a complete single page application or a front end heavy, that means JavaScript heavy applications, why just normal JavaScript or jQuery is insufficient. So what is the problems with that? We'll be first seeing that so that you will understand why a framework, a JavaScript framework is required. So it's not particularly related to any Angular or anything, any of the JavaScript framework. Why this JavaScript framework came into picture, we will be seeing initially. I'll showing you some example of like why in jQuery it becomes an issues, or how the tight coupling, some other issues which is coming up when you are doing more and more JavaScript. Okay, so we'll see from the jQuery perspective, and we'll see why these frameworks are important. Then we'll see there are a lot of frameworks available actually. So along with AngularJS, there is React.js is there, Backbone.js is there, and Ember.js is there. Lot of frameworks are there. So we will see a small comparison. We'll not go into depth, but we'll see a small little bit comparison on these frameworks, and we'll see where AngularJS is very much preferred or useful. So that is the one we'll be seeing initially. We'll see a little bit compare. We'll do a little bit comparison, and so that you will understand in what all applications you can use AngularJS, or what kind of applications AngularJS is best. So that we will see initially. And then AngularJS has like lot of small components. So it's a complete package, AngularJS. It's a so big package so that you can create a complete application easily. Like the time you are taking to create a complete application is very less, and is most of the corporates, they are embracing AngularJS because it's very easy to be maintained in a large project. Also, it's very easy. So that's why AngularJS became very popular. So, and you don't have to know about the other things and all. So that's why AngularJS became very much popular and is used in a lot of companies. You can see big sites being created. Even one example, Plural site, a famous tutorial site that is being created in Angular. Like that, lot of examples you can see. So Angular has basic components. So what we'll be doing is we'll be going through a little bit theory on the initial part. So like what is AngularJS, why AngularJS, and the high level overview, like the initial concepts and all. We'll be going through a little bit theory. From that, we will be creating an application together. So you can see there are like components like controllers, directives, filters, modules. So there are a lot of components available in Angular. So we will be creating a CRUD application. A CRUD application means basic create, read, update, delete functions. So we will be creating a complete CRUD application. So we'll be starting from the scratch. We'll be starting from the scratch, and in that, when we learn a new component, for example, first we will start with the modules. When we learn about modules, in our project which we are starting from the scratch, we will integrate the modules, Angular modules. Then when we learn about controllers, we will integrate to the project controllers. So one by one, so one each day we will go understand one component. So one by one, we will be learning all the components, and by the end of the class, you would have created a complete application. So this is one application we created like this in the last class, like so you can see. And also the way we will be doing is like we'll be following all the best practices. That means how in a real application how it is working, we'll be following in that way only. It's not like just some demo application, nothing like that. How in a real application we'll be following the best practices, the folder structure, and everything. So the same way only we will be focusing. So you can, all the folders you can see, and I'm just showing you a sample application which we created, like so you can see here a sample application created. It is having features like the URL. So that means routing. There is a routing is there. So there is a showing a list of items. I can view it, means it will update here. Each time whatever I am seeing, it will update here. I can update the content here, and it's all happening in the server side also. So we have a server, Node.js server. So just that Node.js server we will use so that we can see how we integrate with the real-time server also. So that we will see the real scenarios where how this is really useful, right? So this complete project or like a application. So this is a complete CRUD application. It is having a list of items. So read is there, and update, create, read, delete, everything is there. So this kind of applications, AngularJS is a very useful one. So we'll see how to do that one, and one by one we will be focusing on that one. And to learn that, since we are focusing in a real-time project scenario, we'll be looking a little bit on the how to do the combining the files, that kind of things, the build process. So we'll be doing a little bit on the knowing a little bit on the grunt file. What is grunt? So that is not related to Angular, but in any application, real application, you will be using that. So I'll be just going through that so that once you're done with Angular, actually you will be like confident on working on any application in in a company. So that is the focus of this, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So and the other than the initial first 2 or 3 sessions, we'll not be going through much on the PDF or anything. This is just for your, so you can see very less only. You can just go through just for your reference we'll be giving, and there will be some assignment for each section so that you will know like how to do that one. So there will be solution given for that also. So you will have some idea on how to each component will be learning step by step. So you can practice that also, and you will do it in our project also. Yeah, so that is the structure of this course. So now, Sriram, you have any question on this one?
No, sir, not at all.
Okay, cool. I think then we can wind up for today, or unless you want me to have say anything else on this one or any details you want, we can wind up, and you can contact Sushma or anyone from Srishti for getting more details. Okay.
Sir,
Any
excuse me, sir.
question? Yeah.
Is there anything you have to install in the system for AngularJS?
Okay, cool. Good question. So the editor we are using will be, I am using Sublime Text. There is no any restriction like you can use only some editor. I am using Sublime Text as the editor. So I mean any text editor, even you can use it even you can create everything in a notepad. So nothing stops you from that because we don't have any compilation process or anything like that. But I prefer Sublime Text. So Sublime Text you can it's a free download. So you can just download and install that one. And also will be depending on Node.js. So Node.js you can download and install also. So Node.js is also free download. Just install that one. Then the rest of things are easy. So just install Node.js also and install Sublime. If you don't have any other editor preference, just install Sublime also. Other than
Okay,
these two, we don't have any other requirement. Fine.
okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks so much for your time, Srinath. Hope we'll
Okay,
see soon. Yeah. Bye.
okay.
Take care. Bye.